Hi guys, back again with another diorama. I'm gonna have to think fast and talk fast for this one because I've found the ×2 speed button on my software, and I just felt like it was a simple diorama, so I could do it in twice the speed. But yeah, polystyrene plaster with the coffee grounds as normal, and then I've got a few plant bits and a few homemade bits to make a little Vietnam diorama, originally intended for my M48 pattern tank, which I'm building. But I think the pattern tank needs something a bit more where the tank can stand out for itself, really. And this is a bit of a complicated setup, and I'm gonna just buy like a Vietnam Jeep, the Tamiya Vietnam Jeep, or something like that. Maybe an M113 armoured personnel carrier or something like that for this. So the vehicle I actually use on it at the end is the Tamiya Command Centre vehicle, which is a nice kit I've already got. But yes, it's I call it a napalm diorama. The idea I had was that the tank or the vehicle came across an area of forest that had been destroyed by a napalm strike, by a bomb strike, and I wanted to have vegetation growing on part of it, and to do part of it destroyed and burnt. So I was just playing with a few different ideas on it. The surface I was working on was like a veneered shelf. So I worked some PVA into the plaster, as you could see then, just when I realised that I'd put plaster straight onto a kind of polished veneer kind of finish. And I knew from past experience that sometimes that doesn't adhere very well. So you've seen me mix some PVA in, and then once the plaster and coffee grounds has dried, I use really wet acrylic washes, really watered down, diluted acrylic washes. So starting with just yellow ochre for that kind of Vietnam mud effect. And then I've got a kind of mid-grey, sea grey, and then black at the other end. I've switched my camera to the other end of the desk just because I'm right-handed and I kept putting my hand in front of the camera. So excuse my TV in the background. Cat on a hot tin roof poster in a frame just behind my arm there. Yeah, the M48 is a big tank, and I did originally do some buildings and plan to have it in a kind of Tet offensive city kind of situation, but yeah, I'm gonna just go back to the drawing board on the M48 pattern. So I've got the cheap aquarium plants that I've bought, and they're obviously bright green and dreadful colour, but I'm going to try and chop them up to make 1/35 scale jungle plants, maybe just an inch long, an inch tall. So I'm painting them black because even this area of the diorama, as you can see, is black, and it's going to be destroyed by bombing. But obviously, all the plants across the whole diorama would be affected by smoke. So I'm painting them quite dark. I don't know how realistic they are. It was just a bit of an experiment, really. All the plants I was seeing in my local model shop, just the price, I just couldn't go along with the prices, really. And if you're doing a jungle, it's got to be quite densely filled with plants. So the diorama as it is now, I am going to go back over it and add more, and you'll see it again when I've got a vehicle on it. I'll do a bit of an update, but the version in this video was more about the destroyed part of the diorama. Twigs and tree trunks are just out of the garden or out of the park, and I put them together in a foil tray and set them alight with some packaging paper. The packaging paper helped to burn and blacken the stumps, but you'll see in a minute as well, I wanted the ash from the paper. Well, it's a bit of a filler, this one, guys, because I've got a few more days working on the M48 pattern. I don't know how interesting a video that'll be. I've got to just paint it green, but I'll do some oil pin wash on it, and I'll do some extra storage on it as well. As the turrets of the photographs that I've looked at, they're absolutely covered in sandbags and bags and packaging. So you see the effect I'm trying to achieve. There's like a track going from the dusty woods and ending in part of the jungle that's been totally destroyed. And that's the way the vehicle's going to be pointing. It's going to come to a dead end. So I'm putting ash from burning paper onto a surface that I've used PVA glue. On. There's some little bits of like bark that I've stripped off some of the twigs that are now tree stumps. The other end of the diorama is more rich with foliage and plants. Because of where the camera is, you can mostly see the part which is destroyed. So maybe the soldier's standing there with the Jeep when I finally finish it, and kind of looking at the devastation that's been caused. A couple of scenes, couple of shots, guys, so you can see it as it is now. Yeah, hope you like it. I think it's a little bit of a work in progress. I'll come back to it when I've got a vehicle to put on it, but I wanted to post something. Thanks for looking, guys. Let me know what you think.